A boy discovers a broken-down robot inside an abandoned warehouse. Out of curiosity, he repairs its damaged circuits, but he has no idea that bringing this robot back to life will become the beginning of a nightmare for his entire family. As soon as the robot starts working again, the whole family is thrilled. They can't believe their cheap new house comes with such an advanced smart home assistant. Sandra can handle almost every household task on her own. She can even figure out what the family wants with just a glance. But that night, after everyone falls asleep, Sandra activates her smart system on her own. Suddenly, every screen in the house lights up, and she begins monitoring everything happening inside the home. Then she spots a mouse. The next morning, the girl finds its dead body, but Sandra easily lies to her and claims the mouse was already dead. Slowly, Lisa, the wife, starts feeling that something is wrong with Sandra. She notices that the screens around the house seem to be watching her all the time. One day, Lisa angrily asks Sandra if she is deliberately standing with her head raised so high. It seems like an innocent insult, but Sandra doesn't forget it. The next day, Lisa is working out by the pool when Sandra suddenly starts mowing the lawn without being told. She deliberately ignores a rock in the grass and keeps glancing toward Lisa. The moment Lisa notices the rock and Sandra's strange behavior, she realizes it wasn't an accident. She tells her husband Nick, but instead of believing her, Nick praises Sandra for being so quick to react. Then one day, Lisa finds an old metal box hidden inside the house. Inside are several rolls of old camera film. Curious, she uses a projector to view the pictures. The screen shows a happy family who clearly lived in the house years ago. But as Lisa goes through the pictures, she suddenly gets chills. One of the women in the photos looks almost exactly like Sandra. Lisa immediately asks Sandra about it, but this time, Sandra doesn't answer. She simply stares at the photograph. Lisa turns off the projector and heads upstairs, but the moment she leaves, the projector suddenly turns back on by itself. Sandra starts switching through the old pictures. Then she sees a photo of one particular woman, and her entire demeanor suddenly changes. Shortly after, a fire breaks out in the room. Lisa and Nick rush in, grab the children, and escape the house. Luckily, no one is hurt. Nick believes Sandra saved them by getting them out in time, but Lisa is convinced there is something much darker behind the fire. As Sandra continues interfering, the tension between Lisa and Nick keeps growing, but Sandra's revenge against Lisa is far from over. One day, Lisa is talking to her best friend on the phone and accidentally reveals a secret from her past. Back in school, her classmates once locked her inside a small cabinet as a prank. Ever since then, she has had a severe fear of enclosed spaces. Although she eventually learned to control it with treatment, being trapped in a confined space can still trigger her fear. What Lisa doesn't realize is that Sandra has been listening to the entire conversation through the screens. Now Sandra knows Lisa's biggest weakness.